Let's get to getting. You already know it's
Yes,
Friday night,
sir.
man. Friday night, Falcon Friday night, man. Let's get it.
Spooky
Y'all
Halloween,
looking at, man.
man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Halloween, man. That like Halloween. Halloween. They call it the old devil's holiday. Some people don't even celebrate it. What's
Yeah,
going
man.
on, y'all, man? What's going on, man? Y'all come on in. Come on in right quick. Hollered y'all for a quick second on a couple topics that we had to talk about. And y'all know that we're gonna get y'all the updates on the injury
Yes.
report, man, like we always do, and get y'all thoughts on some topics, man. One topic that I want y'all to look at, man. I'm put it up. Be looking out for. Raheem Morris put up this crazy comment the other day. Y'all know he on the hot seat with me, but he put up this post right here. It's
Ooh.
like we the best offense we've had since 2016, and we've done a really good job over the last 2 years, and that's a lie. But that's what he told Dukes and Bell why he kept Zach Robinson. But I'm gonna have that up soon, man, so y'all can check it out. Y'all know he gonna
That's
get
an
roasted like a
interesting
rotisserie
perspective.
chicken. Interesting, my ass.
Interesting perspective there. I mean,
It
I
ain't
see what he's saying for talent wise, because I know we
yeah,
definitely got that talent. So he didn't fabricate that, but execution. That's what's going on. What's going on, Uncle
Uncle Lou,
Lou?
what's good, my guy? That's old Uncle Louie, man. Uncle Louie, I hope you doing good, my brother.
Yes, sir. Hope
Holiday
you
season start
yourself.
tomorrow, man. So get that checkbook ready, man.
Mhm.
Tell nephew need a tell nephew you need a new pair of pants, man.
But your boys coming in with the weekly temperature check, man. About to go ahead and get into this final injury report, and cover that because we have some guys that's probable, we have some guys that's questionable, and we also definitely have some guys who are out this
Yeah,
week.
man. I mean, you know how it is, bro. With Raheem
Injuries,
Morris, you
man.
don't never know who hurt. Hell, Chili could be hurt for all we know, and we just never know the truth. But if y'all want to know the injury report right quick, just jump on in. Come on in.
Oh,
Here we go, man. Questionable. Jesse Bates with that knee injury. And I'm gonna say this right quick, man, before we get started, Chris. And I'm
okay.
glad that name popped up the very first one. Did you see him in the press conference yesterday
Mm,
when he was talking to the media about what's going on?
just the body language.
He he looked dejected as hell. When we were talking about Bijan day before yesterday on the live, you look at Jesse Bates, he looked dejected as well. This whole team, their body language is just not there. They not feeling it.
I
They not
mean,
feeling it.
it was a demoralizing loss last week, man. And then to see what happened, it was crazy because like we have that demoralizing loss, and then on prime time, when it's the only game on Thursday night, you see the Baltimore Ravens, who were struggling in their own right, and their defense
Right.
hasn't been the best this year, but still they went to town on the Miami Dolphins.
Because they
So
prepared for them. Just that
man,
simple.
and it goes back to coaches having the guys being prepared. I mean, it does. I'm sorry, it does.
Yeah, that's true. What's going on, Chet? Ryan, what's good, my guy?
Ryan, what
What's
to do?
good? What's good, man?
D Rich
Uh,
Storm is technically back, but he's still in that 21
21.
day
Yeah,
window.
yeah.
But I think Storm is about ready to go. We should see him in the
I
next
give
couple
him about
games.
another week. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. He'd be active for like maybe the Panthers game, or more. You may start seeing him take first team snaps. It all depends on how the team feels about Elijah Wilkinson overall, and it's like, okay, do we need to get Storm out there, or should we keep rolling with Eli? So it's gonna be all up to the coaching staff.
Yeah, at the end of the day, because I think once he clears that 21 day window, he still has to go through another week of practice with the first unit
Mhm.
to
Yes, sir.
see where he is. So yeah, it's gonna be a minute. But D Rich, I can't wait till you come back.
All right.
Dirtbird Gang 11 say stats they tell it all. 17 points a game, 28th. Fourth quarter points, 29th. Touchdown a game, 29th.
Mm.
Points per play. Saints, Brown, Raiders, Titans, who have combined 6 wins, are the only team that scored less than us. Woo, boy,
Huh.
that's hard to hear. Very hard to hear.
That's a mouthful right there, man.
Woo, boy. They said why we pressing inside the practice field instead of outside.
And weather?
Weather, yeah, it's been pretty rainy the last couple of days, but
Hurricane down in Jamaica.
yeah, that hurricane
Prayers
Jamaica making its
to
way
all
north.
the families down there in Jamaica, man.
Boy, that
Everybody.
boy, super prayers out for Jamaica, man. Boy, it looked like Hurricane Katrina all over again, man. Twice as bad. Because you got to remember, it's an island. And it's water on every side of the island. So when the hurricane hit, it just come into one. And
just definitely praying for like
hit from all sides.
Everybody
Yeah.
there, man.
But let's finish
here. Who have family there, who haven't heard from them. I know I have some friends that say they haven't heard from their family in quite some time now. And it's just, that's just be
but you got
breaking in here.
You got to think about it, man. If you look at the power line, all the power lines tore up. Houses ran through. I mean, it was just a tough sight to see, man. Tough sight to see. But yeah, man.
But yeah, man.
Woo. And before we go, man, I gotta say a preface. One victim that was over there, she had a kidney transplant, and she's going without her medicine for days. So I pray she makes it back home and get her to a hospital as soon as possible, because I actually know how that feels and it don't feel good. So prayers up to her and pray that she make it back home, peacefully, and get treatment for her kidney, because that's them things tough to get, and she lose it because of a storm. That would be heartbreaking. But
absolutely. So definitely prayers up to her as well.
Yeah,
but second name on this questionable list though, Jalen Walker with the groin, and he's been dealing with that really. Man,
all
really
season.
Yeah, really before he was even drafted.
Well, all preseason. Yeah.
Let's keep it real. He's been
training camp, all that.
So it's not a surprise with it. He's been playing through it, but the last 2 games he had to sit down. I mean, I'm not questioning that at all. I feel like that was the right decision, so you can be able to have the longevity of Jalen Walker. But he's questionable, so I'm guessing for him it's going to be more so a game time decision, how he's feeling.
Right.
How he's able to stretch out. I'm expecting it to be cold up there in Foxborough, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, it's probably gonna be in the 40s.
Right. But regardless, if we can have Jalen Walker this game, that would be so big. To have him just to be able to go after the quarterback. I know a lot of people were asking this week about him possibly middle linebacker, but they still want Jalen to continue to go after the quarterback and continue to kick out to the flats and kind of spot back, continuously just going after the quarterback. But Ulbrich has said that in the beginning of the year anyway, that would be his role. So we're still going to have to hold on and wait for them to add other facets to his game. But right now he's just continuously going after the quarterback. Still, it would be a huge gain to have Jalen Walker back this game.
Yeah, and he said JD Bertrand is going to be starting linebacker.
Of course.
You can just y'all can kick that thought out your head and thinking we're gonna replace JD. Nah, he's sticking with JD. He's got trust in him. I don't know how, but he does. But Leonard Floyd, man, he's been a disappointment to me. He's played, good in spurts, but I expect more from Leonard Floyd, man. 8 sacks, average 8 sacks over the last 6 or 7 seasons. So he's been very disappointing, but you got to think, man, when you get one-dimensional and you can't stop a team and they running straight through you, that's stymies the pass rush. Man, so if the Falcons start stopping the run, the pass rush will pick up.
You seen it, man. You see how the Dolphins did? It was just like run after run through the A gap or B gap. Run after run after run. It was just bad. I just hope that we find a way the game plan for it better, because again, JD Bertrand, he's going to be out there, and I expect once again for teams to expose that sore thumb. They're going to continue to come after him. Why wouldn't you?
Facts.
So
but nobody. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. So he's got to be ready. But that was all.
Yeah, nobody doubtful for this game. So it go from questionable to doubtful to the out people. And Billy Bowman, I'm telling you, that hamstring, it has to be pretty bad, because he's already missed more time than AJ Terrell. So I don't think he got a grade 2 or grade 3 strain. A grade 3, I would say, because it's bad. And him having to recoup this long. They're probably 1 to 2 weeks away from putting him on the season ending
Well,
IR. I
see
hate to
now.
say it.
Oh no! See, I hope not, because the thing that has me optimistic about that is the fact that Billy Bowman did start practicing on a limited basis this week. So I'm hoping that that's meaning that hamstring is trending in the right direction, because losing Billy for the season would be huge. He's already been missed already for these multiple games, even games that we won. We still miss Billy Bowman. It could have been better games because he's a gamer for sure.
Right. Storm Norton, we said in the 21 day window with that foot injury. So hopefully he'll be back in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Casey Washington back. Another shot at the wide receivers. I mean, I just hope they bring Chris Blair up this game. But again, they did sign Devin Tompkins, so he might get another go. Zach Harrison, their leading sack guy, is out on second straight week with a knee injury. So
yeah,
I mean,
you look.
It's gonna be tough.
The last time we seen Zach, though, he had that big old knee brace on, and so I was looking at it like that, and just like Dirty Bird Gang said, man, Zach Harrison, we need Zach back, But I'm expecting Zach to possibly be back, if not the Germany game, definitely for the Panthers game, because we definitely need him out there, man. We need our guys on the line. We need to get back to full strength as much as we possibly can. Of course, at this juncture of the season and going forward, no one is 100% your football 100%. Like, saying I'm good enough to go. So,
and nobody's 100%. Let's just keep it real.
Oh, not
nobody's 100% at no point in the season. I mean, at best 85, because everybody on the team is gonna have some kind of nick or injury or something that they can play through. You have people who still, even though they don't tell you, someone still playing through slight concussions. So they have to, bully up every week. But Furball was good, my guy. He said, so I got a question. Do we have more pass rush than run? Because do we pass more than run because we're going to get smacked in the mouth by their good defensive run game? But the thing with that, Furball, I think you still got to attack them, man. And we talk about it all the time. You got to put Tyler Algier in there, man. You got to find a way to. I don't care if you got to put a tight end in the backfield to block for him. You got to soften this defense in the middle, man, so you can open up the pass game. Because if you don't, Mike Penix, who we're going to talk about in a second, you got to find a way to make them comfortable, man, and run the football as we see it over and over. Two of the key 3 wins are because of the run game. Minnesota, they ran them through. He didn't pass well that game, but luckily, Bijan and Tyler carried the team over. They ran for like 200 yards that game. So when you look at that game and then the Washington game, Bijan goes over 200 yards of scrimmage yards, and they carried us that game. So that's the type of game you're going to have against New England. Into saving grace, a lot of their wins have been against weak teams. So they play a stronger team. Maybe we can just catch them at the right time. They've made trades, so they're bringing in, not new, but their rotational pieces are getting more starting time. So maybe they could wear out a little bit faster. So I mean, we might be catching them at the right time, but 6-2 is nothing to sneeze at, because they can easily turn around very quick. But yeah, we definitely got to still be balanced.
I'll say this will be a game though. You're going to end up passing the ball though. Like I'm not saying it's going to be 30 times that he has to pass the ball or anything like that, because I still believe you have to be balanced, just like you said. You think about it, when Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson, especially Bijan Robinson, like I believe we're 3-0 when he has over 15 carries. I believe we're like 2-0 when Tyler Algier has like over 12 carries. So it's like, my thing is run the ball. Now, this defense that we're facing now is probably going to be one of the most stoutest against the run. I mean, they're number 2 overall in run defense, but they're number 1 in, like, as far as like average yards per carry. That defense in that front 7, it does not play when it comes to the run game. They've been preparing for the Atlanta Falcons. They've been having 3 different guys out there who are like speedsters or agility guys who have been they've been simulating and practicing for Bijan Robinson. So they're preparing on top of preparing. We still have to stick with the run game. And my thing is too, they defend the outside zone run pretty well as well. Like also statistically, like they're number one against it. And that's one of the best things that we do. So it's going to have to be something tactical that Zach Robinson is going to have to do just a little bit different. Keep these guys off guard. Maybe we see some misdirection, some counter plays, just something to keep these guys off balance and off schedule from honing in on what you possibly may be about to do. Yeah, so yeah, man. Overall, though, we still are going to have to pass the ball. That's why I'm glad guys like Drake London will be returning this game.
Yeah, and speaking of passing the ball, they have two of the better young corners in the league, and Christian Gonzalez and Jack Jones. When you look at what they bring as cornerback wise, and then we have the injury at wide receiver. Yeah, you got to run the ball and try to wear this defense down. We talk about Kyle Pitts on a weekly basis. These linebackers that New England have, they're downhill guys. So this is a game that you can take advantage of that. I don't think they have no one on that secondary that can guard Kyle Pitts. So when you look at it, yeah, you got to run the ball, man. Like I said, the big wins have come via the run. But Ski said
victory formation.
Right.
Victory formation.
Coaches need to go, not bringing Chris Blair up, even when Drake was injured. Chris Blair wasn't brought up, so I'm confident they won't bring him up. Yeah, I mean, he ain't been up all season, so.
Yeah, guys like Drummond was brought up, Steels was brought up. So even with Casey being out, I still look at Steels and Drummond to be possibly one of those guys to take the extra spot.
Yeah, it's Steels. His Seals or Steels? Steels. Yeah, so if they bring him up one more time, they got to sign him to the roster. He's been up twice already. So the next time he comes up, he has to get a contract. So maybe he's impressing more than anybody. That's the way I'm looking at it. So
they like training camp for sure.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but so he's taking that. He's probably going to take over Ray's spot. So after him is you got to think Agnew too. Agnew is listed as a wide receiver. Who else? Casey Washington is out,
but we don't like him.
Devin Tompkins, I said he played a couple of weeks ago. So if he comes up this game, one more game, they have to sign him. He's also a special teams guy. So, I mean,
you got to be
strategic. Those guys do have speed, but at the same time, I feel like Chris Blair's size, he's like, what, 6'2"? And, yeah, so that size.
Maybe in the back half of the season then, Smitty, because it's like you're saying.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe they don't want to bring up or maybe they want to give that guaranteed contract to those guys so you exhaust as much as you can, and then you be like, okay, so we still got Nick Nash who's been waiting in the wings, still got Chris Blair,
Nick Nash, another one.
Yeah, so it's like you still got a couple of guys who you haven't seen, but there's a reason why you haven't seen them. It's just strange for Chris Blair, who is the veteran between the two of those guys I just named, not getting any kind of run. It's like I really want to know what it is. Is it just that Drummond and Steels is just that much better than Blair when they just look at the overall totality of the receivers? Like it's the playbook. Like what? Like I would love to be a fly on the wide receiver wall. You know what I'm saying? To try to figure out exactly what it is.
Yeah, we may never know, bro. We may never know. Ron, what's up, my guy?
Ron.
Tramiel said, if we win Sunday, I'll be surprised. I'll eat crow. We all will. But I picked them to lose. And I'm not, I'm a diehard fan, but the facts is the facts. When you in this kind of slump, and to me, like I said, I've been reading the body language the last couple of weeks. These players, they not confident. They not confident. But Moody, what's up, my guy? He said, Halloween, goons, goblins. I'm an Atlanta fan, so nothing scares me. Come on, Moody. Chris Blair is better than all those receivers. Nobody knows. He, Seals, and Drummond those are irrelevant. And Drummond on the practice squad. So I mean, look, I don't know what's your problem. Keep bringing up trash unknown guys instead of proving guys like Blair. But is he really proven? Is he proven?
He's still trying to prove.
Yeah, is he really proven? Because if he were proven, I think they'd be done called him up by now. So I mean, that's a pretty hefty thing to throw around. If he was
Man,
proven, I think he'd have came up. So maybe they're out outshining him in practice. Who knows? Blair's defense is better than anyone. It's definitely better than everyone. We'll see. What are you saying? Raheem has lost the locker room. I've been said that. Y'all know me.
I think it's on the way, man. I like this
Yeah,
just the body language, man. My thing is you can say all the PR stuff in the world, and you can have all the right answers, say all the right things, but your body language, man. Sometimes and some guys, not every guy has a poker face. I'm one of them. I can tell you if something ain't right, you're gonna see it. But it just is what it is, and and some guys know that body language. I don't feel like the team is all the way checked out, but I feel like a couple of more devastating losses, like a couple of more haymakers, and we're looking at by the time we get to December 1st, a real dejected team.
and I got a question towards the end of the show, but I'm gonna save it to the end. Yes, sir. Another pop up show. Appreciate you everything y'all do.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you, Zay.
Zay.
Zay, my guy, man.
Yes,
Y'all go check
sir.
out Zay in the bag on YouTube, man. He doing his thing.
Yes,
Zay, keep
sir.
doing your thing, my guy. Brian, people say Un's not confident with this game or next week. Change need to be made immediately. I mean, but we see, and we all want change. Even I want change. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. Who gonna come in and fix this mess? That's the thing. Nobody
We
can
need
come in and
somebody.
fix this mess.
Cause we need somebody to put out the fire and be able to rebuild immediately. We don't need nobody to be able to put out the fire.
And that's
Got to
pretty
get the permit for the foundation. Got to lay the
right.
foundation. We ain't
Right.
got time for the process of it though.
And as we tell y'all everywhere, as I tell y'all all the time, the front office ain't got no structure and then to build on. Every time we build something, it got to be from the ground up with no structure. Structure is something that has to be in place, like the Steelers, like the Ravens, like the Patriots. Structure has to be there in the front office. If structure is not there, it's like you building on one of them straw houses on a tiki hut somewhere in the Maldives, and eventually it's gonna blow over if the right storm come through. So I mean, look, yeah, we ain't been since '98, and like I told Chris, I remember that game.
So yeah, bro. So I was saying on the preview, it's like, now granted we don't play them a lot, but still, it's like
right.
The opportunities that we have had, unfortunately, including the bowl, we just have not been able to close.
Right, because we played them about 2 or 3 years ago here, and we got blew out 25-0.
Yeah, and we played them again like the following season, like after the Super Bowl, I believe the Julio snatching Malcolm Butler
and that's the only and that's the only time they scored 23-7.
Yep.
So yeah, so look, and Tremel, I said that they got to find a way to bounce back, because if you end up with a top 10 pick, you get around the top 10 pick for a guy you might even get 5 sacks out of.
No,
and it's not his fault. And it's not his fault because it's the coaching.
Yeah, it's not his fault because it's the coaching, just like you said, Smitty. I mean, I couldn't say that better than myself. But I got something for you, a little update. All right, let's check on that draft pick. That draft pick currently is sitting at number 12.
Yep. See, we said, look, we headed that way. And I'm telling y'all, these next 2 games, if we lose both of these games, oh yeah. And they got to make a choice after this game whether they're gonna be buyers or sellers, and we finna get into that before we get into the last question. Well, before we get into that, man, like Dirty Bird Gang 11 said, man, y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that, and hype up our videos on A1 Forever, and Smitty Sports Machine. Hype up our videos. It also helps with the algorithm. But let's talk about Mike Penix right quick. Mike Penix comes back this week. So with Mike Penix coming back, how do y'all think that betters our chance of winning the football game?
I ain't gonna lie to you, Smitty. Like, I mean, it's still, I'm saying, a tall task. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, it was never impossible to begin with, but it becomes more possible when you have QB1 out there. As long as he, he's football healthy, ready to go out there and get after it.
Right.
I'm with it. Offensive line, You've been challenged, by your coaches. You've been challenged by other teams for the past couple of weeks. Now it's time for y'all to step up, against a defensive line that gets after it. The more physical team is going to win this game. So we have to be the more physical team. We have to win the trenches, guys, like flat out and plain. So, yeah, man, having Michael Penix Jr. under center, or should I say in the pistol, it gives you a better chance to at least, drive down the field, put up points, and just hopefully ultimately win the game.
Right. Let me see. Ski said, do you think Arthur Blank is losing trust in Rich McKay? Remember, Blank was outvoted by the board, and Rich McKay, Blank wanted Bill. I don't think, I'm going to just be honest with y'all. I said this the other day, and all y'all got to do is read between the lines. Rich McKay is here to stay until Arthur Blank is basically gone, because that's Arthur Blank's right-hand man. And I was looking at a show the other day, and someone stated, and it's true as hell, that the older you get, the smaller your circle get.
That's
and
true.
There's only certain people that you're going to listen to. And for Arthur Blank, Rich McKay is that guy. So I don't think Rich McKay is ever going anywhere. If he goes anywhere, he's going to have to resign, or Arthur Blank is going to be gone and Josh will have to fire him. That's the only way. As long as Mr. Blank is living, Rich McKay going to be here. And like I told y'all in the previous video, I don't care what nobody say. He still sticks his hand in the pot. I know a lot of y'all mad when I said that, but in some shape, form, or fashion, he's going to find his way to give his input on daily operations, because he's the CEO.
Right.
I mean, he ain't going to be no CEO and just not do nothing. Yeah, I know he's got ventures with the NFL, working in league office, working day to day at Mercedes-Benz Stadium with concerts and events and things like that. But look, he was always he was a former GM, he was a former president, so he knows what he's doing. And as I told y'all, he helped build a championship contender in Tampa. I don't know why it's so hard for him to figure out what the coaching. And one name that I want y'all to think about, and shout out to ATL Sports Zone. Shout out to one of my cousins, man. We talked about it. Don't be surprised if John Gruden ends up here. He's with Gruden in Tampa. Gruden won the Super Bowl up under McKay. As soon as they won that Super Bowl, McKay ended up here. And you guys think Tony Dungy was another one of those names that played up under Rich McKay, coached up under Rich McKay as a GM. So he knows how to win rings. He just refused to do the right thing for some reason.
I think I can take it even further than that. Just sitting here, just listening to you. Yeah, sitting here listening to you just outline everything about Rich McKay, bro. You said until Arthur Blank is no longer with us. But bro, I think even if Arthur is no longer with us, I still think Rich McKay will be with us, just because of that small circle that you're saying. Now, don't get me wrong. I know he has his son Josh, who possibly will be the heir to the throne, pretty much. But at the same time, it's not a savvy football mind. I still think that it will be taking some grooming and some experience and everything like that. I don't know if it's just going to be straight out here. Here's the keys to everything. Run the team. You feel me? I think that's another reason why Rich could be around, and so is highly involved in different operations as he is. Now I could be just fishing, but I'm just looking at it though. At the same time, you know how business works. You don't necessarily just throw the novice out there all the time.
Right.
He always has to have somebody to mentor him. And I think in Arthur's mind, who better than Rich? Somebody who, like you said, has done this before, has built teams, has had successful coaches, et cetera, to possibly groom him for the future. And I think Rich is about close to 20 years younger, maybe 16 years younger than Arthur.
Something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in that area. So I mean, just a perspective,
I take it to another level. I'm glad you brought that up. That was a great point. But I can sling it another way, because if you look at what's going on in New Orleans, Mickey Loomis should have been fired in New Orleans. But the Saints' former owner, Gail Benson's dad, Mr. Benson, left in the will that he wanted him to be. He left him staking the team.
Yeah, he did.
So if he leave him staking the team, he's gonna always be a part of it. No matter if he's GM, no matter he's not even in football no more, he's still gonna give his input. So I can see Arthur Blank giving Rich McKay that same type of deal. So things like that happens with owners because, like I said, when you comfortable with somebody and you feel like they're gonna do a good job when you gone, guess what? And me and the Saints podcaster TJ, y'all know him. He used to do the show with me on NC Roundtable. He talked about that on a frequent basis on the show about Mickey Loomis being clueless, about him not being able to build a team. But at the same time, if Mr. Benson left him in that role, him staking the team, ain't nothing nobody can do. No. And what if Arthur Blank has done that with Rich McKay? I could see it because he's been here so long. And like we heard on the show, a couple people said it. He was on the sideline, Mr. Blank, last weekend when we were, losing to the Dolphins. They were sitting there just talking. So look, he's gonna have some kind of input, some kind of way. It's just what it is. But I could see that. But Isaiah Simmons, I put that up, Dre. I put that up, Dre, man. Go check it out. I think Isaiah Simmons will be a decent addition, and he actually fits what Jeff Ulbrich likes to do. He likes versatile guys. He's played linebacker, he's played safety. So Isaiah Simmons will be an ideal fit. I've been saying that for 2 years. But maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I mean, he possibly can fit. He's just out there right now, right? I don't think he's on the team.
Yeah, he's just floating because he was with the Packers in the preseason and they cut him.
Right.
So see, the thing with him, he's a system guy. We talk about that all. He's a system guy, and I think with Ulbrich, you have to know how to utilize his talent. And Arizona had the perfect spot for him, but they just didn't know how to use him. He was an edge rusher, then he was a middle linebacker, then he was a safety. You got to make up your mind, man. You got to.
No, that's facts. That's absolute facts. I mean, at the end of the day, I know we still need linebacker help. It's just like, how long are we going to ride with JD? And I'm thinking
till the wheels fall off.
I'm thinking
that's basically what I said the other day. Till the wheels fall off. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, and I understand that, but I just feel like you just got to get something in here, man. Possibly, somebody in here just to add some depth. Because I mean, you see that Josh Woods is not out there, so it must be something that they feel like he can't do as far as playbook wise. He's not possibly going to be good enough. Are you saying that he's going to be worse than JD? Because it's been pretty bad, but JD still has an opportunity to acclimate himself. He's really getting starter reps now. So maybe it's just all about fully acclimating himself. We're going to see. It's going to be a tall test against the Patriots. We have a few guys that we're going to be seeing that we're familiar with from the Patriots as well. Guys like Mac Hollins, Jalen Hawkins, over there too. Somebody else.
Bro, Josh Wood has starts in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you go with an experienced guy over a young guy? And I understand you want him to get reps like you said. Mm-hmm. But right now, you ain't in a position where you can just let him, keep faltering. You need somebody, that can cover up his faults, and nobody on the field can do that. Because think about it. Caden Ellis has been used in more ways than one. If Caden Ellis was just a true middle linebacker, yeah, J.D. Bertrand would be okay. But Caden Ellis is a Swiss Army knife. You see him rushing the pass. You see him dropping back in coverage. You just see him doing everything. And J.D. Bertrand, he just sometimes like a deer in headlights. So
yeah,
he's okay. It's okay to let him learn, man. But you got to be smart with it. You got to pick and choose when you want to do that. If you want him to get reps, you stick somebody in there. Just a rotational between him and somebody else, and see who wins that, and just use it as that. Because to me, right now, he's basically a special teams guy.
Right. No, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true, man. And it hurts, as you just see that gaping hole, and you just see how much of a drop off it is, and it just hurting your defense right now. I mean, don't get me wrong; that's not the only thing hurting your defense, but it's just I feel like that is just the sorest thumb on the defense. Right. And right now, we just got to figure out a way to scheme it out. But
you can't hide
them. I mean, it's just like you can't
put three safeties on the field to help with his tackling, man. One thing, like you said, the last 2 weeks, he's undersized. For one thing, He needs to, bulk up a little bit. He's not the fastest guy. He's
I
not
say that,
the
but he
most
can't.
athletic
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
All those things that you just said are what the Divine Diablo is.
right. So
So
yeah. Yep.
yeah,
But let's get into this last topic right quick. Get on out of here, man. Let me see. Can I find it? Here we are, right here. Miss Tori McElhaney.
oh Lord,
And this is something that me and Chris been talking about for the last month and a half. Well, basically, we was at Trader Camp talking about it.
talking about it. Yes, we were.
And Tori McElhaney put it up today. And that's why I don't trust everything Raheem says. And I've been telling y'all that. She put up Raheem Morris has been asked about Troy Anderson in nearly every press conference since Diablo suffered his forearm injury. He's not ready to return. And Morris just said this week, not near. That word, near.
But not near
The point of talking about him on a daily basis. And like I told y'all, and I stick to what I said, I think Troy Anderson is 1 foot in on the practice field and the other foot under the retirement though.
Retirement. Yeah.
And I hate to say that because I know if he's healthy, he can make a change.
Right.
Miss Charlene, what's good? Thank you for
Hey,
tuning in.
you
Appreciate you as always. Yeah, I mean, with Troy Anderson, man, we know what he can do when healthy. He got he can cover just a little good enough, to be effective. But we know he can get out to the pass, he can get out to the quarterback, he can tackle in space, and he has 4.4 speed, so he can set the edge. But you can't do none of that with a knee injury that you've been bothered by the last 2 years. That's 2 years in a row. He's gonna miss double-digit games.
Yeah, it's bad, bro. And this is what we was afraid of the entire year, man. You just have a guy that you can't get him on the field, regardless of what the potential is, regardless of what we saw last year. It's just like he just cannot stay on the field, and it just is hurting. And and this is a contract year, so I do not expect him to be on this squad next year, regardless. And I'm just done even asking about him. I'm not going to be looking for Troy Anderson to return this season. If he does, he does, but I'm not looking for him to return really anymore. Just keeping
Jack
it real.
Spade, what's up, my guy? I got to preach, man. I'm gonna pass my collection plate around after a while, man. Play that collection plate around. Miss Charlene say Raheem is garbage. I have not watched Atlanta or purchased a ticket. I just like supporting you. I appreciate you, Miss Charlene. And Miss Charlene Miss Charlene been a fan a long time. Like I told you, Miss Charlene would follow me when I had 30 subscribers. And she been saying the same thing. I ain't wasting no money on no ticket because they can't get right. And I don't blame her. Because I said it last week. I started to go to the Dolphin game. I'm not glad I didn't.
Woo.
They would have, man. I would have got banned.
I had friends that went to that game. I'm just talking about outside of the content creators, just like actual just people. And they were just like, man, I can't believe that I am here watching this. I can't believe it's like this. It was just bad. So, overall, we just got to turn it around for the fan base. Because I know Arthur Blank hears everything that's being said. I know.
Yeah, Rich McKay said that the other day.
Yeah, of course he feels. I mean, but even before Rich even said that, we know that because we know the type of person that Arthur is. Well, we don't know him personally. We just know like from how he's acted in the past. We just know like he listens to the fans. He tries to, walk that tightrope as long as he possibly can. But still, we gotta figure this thing out.
Hey, Jack, I know it was your birthday, my guy.
And happy belated, man. Happy belated birthday to you, brother. Yes. Yeah. It was on his
country show, man. I mean, lost on Jack's birthday, man. Wasn't that a bitch?
Yeah. At the Dolphins game. I'm just like, come on, man. Don't do this on the boy birthday. Shout out to One Time for the Fan, too, man. Was on there with them this morning. For a little Halloween show, man. It was fun this morning. Always chopping up with the guys. So shout out to everybody over there. One Time for the one time.
Shout out to T Will. Shout out to Miss Karen, man. They always doing their thing, man.
Sir,
appreciate y'all. Dre said they wanted a black head coach, Steve Wilkes. Yeah, I would have took Steve Wilkes. I ain't gonna lie. Veteran coach, been in the league. You see what he did in Carolina that little short time he was there. That dude can motivate people. And he was the defensive coordinator in San Francisco last year. But he got the raw deal when the defense went down here. Then when they fought, it was injuries. So, sometimes it happens. He did the same thing in Arizona, got a raw deal there. 1 year.
Man, that was really bad.
Then, sometimes coaches are only good as what you give them to play with. That's just the God honest truth, man.
Oh, you better believe it.
Oh, yeah, you just no
way else around it. Said Falcons keep losing games, and I'm gonna have to smoke a backwoods to ease my suffering. Lord have mercy, Trucker Mike.
Hey, it get that bad. Just don't lace that stuff. That's all I got to say. Zach Robinson take a page out of Baltimore Ravens book because look how they beat up the Miami Dolphins last night. Though we couldn't do that though. Dre, I got a video I'm working on. Speaking on that, one of my good friends, man, he gave me an idea of an offensive coordinator, and I looked up all the numbers, and I still got the tabs pulled up. So I'm gonna do a quick video on that sometime this week. Yeah, the Jets. What about the Jets? The Jets. And somebody put in. I gave when we were doing the live a couple of shows ago, talk about Quentin Williams. He's on the trade block. Jermaine Johnson is on the trade block, and one more person's on the trade block.
Quentin Williams is like it's a few.
Quentin Williams, his brother as well. Yeah. So I mean. And we might lose to the Jets. You see what they did against Cincinnati.
That game, they put up points.
But they couldn't stop nobody.
Yeah, they still won the game, though. They still won. That first one's always the hardest one to get, man.
Yeah, that's true. But I ain't going to say he ain't got nothing to work with, but it's another case of hiring your friends, and it didn't work out.
Zach Robinson needs to listen to the players and let them tell him what they want to run. Give Penix.
Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that.
Yeah.
You my guy, but it don't work like that, man. If it was that easy, we wouldn't need no offensive coordinator.
You would.
and I told y'all, Zach got a blessing last year working with Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was leading him last year. And when Kurt went down and started going sideways, you see the whole team go sideways. You see Zach play caller got terrible. Now, the reason why it looked so good with Michael Penix last year at the 3 games, they had no film on him. Now they have all the film in the world on him. And now they see that they run the same play over and over and over.
Start sitting on that stuff.
Bad. Yeah.
They start sitting on that stuff.
The last 3 teams used the same game plan against the Falcons. Last 3 teams, same game plan. Run the ball up the middle, get back on defense. Cause they know if Michael Penix, if he's not throwing against zone, he gonna struggle. He struggle with man to man, and that's ass backwards. Usually when it's man to man and you can anticipate a throw, it's easy to make the throws. Now in the zone, you can find the holes in the defense. That's true enough. But man to man, if your man can beat his defender, you're gonna have all the catches in the world. But hey, what do I know? Yeah, but look, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And I hate to say that because we've been saying it for the last 7 years, and at some point it's gonna have to turn it around. And I'm telling y'all, and I keep saying this, and I'm gonna preach it to it. I can't no more. They're gonna have to be uncomfortable in order to win. Come in, let a coach do his thing with his. Well, I can't say with his coaching staff because I think Arthur Smith coaching staff was better. And I hate to say that, but it seemed like they put up a better fight.
Talent.
Yeah, with less talent. So, sometimes it's just talent at the wrong time. Like I said, we paid 3 players, and we ruined Dan Quinn's time here on the back half. With Thomas Dimitroff just throwing anybody on the field. You look at Arthur Smith, he coached decent. He used to run like he was supposed to, but he had no quarterback. And he had a lackluster defense. Grady was on his way downhill. We lost all our key players, Deion Jones, Fourier, Oliver Cohen, and all those guys. And now that we got everything together with the team, now that we don't have a damn coach. So
Crazy work.
hey, it's called balance for a reason.
Mm-hmm. The crazy thing about that 2016 team, just going back to that comment lastly, about Ricky Morris.
That soon. Go ahead.
Yeah, just last thing about it. You think about it. We have a better defensive coordinator and defensive philosophy going on overall with this team than we did with that team back then. But you see, with Kyle Shanahan in year 2, that's when the offense, took off. But that was more of an experienced coordinator who figured out some things and was able to attack the defense. And that's just, again, with the experience we just don't have yet. So we got a guy that's cutting his teeth right now in the NFL.
But Chris, that goes back to what I said earlier. When you go into the offseason, trying to figure out what your quarterback does best. And yeah, they built the pistol offense around because that's what he ran in college. But at the same time, you got to teach him more than the pistol because you limited his talent. If he don't learn how to snap the ball from under center, he did that at Washington. He don't know how to snap the ball out of a regular shotgun. I mean, learn no huddle, learn play action, learn hot routes. How you expect him to grow? They just about running the same plays over and over, just like somebody said the other day, Tecmo Bowl style. Miss Christie, what's up?
No.
Yeah, man. I mean, something just common sense, man. And it seemed like Raheem and that damn smile. Sometimes I be want to drop kick his ass like Raul. But yeah, look, stop smiling and start coaching.
Nah, man, it just seems a lot of people comment about that all the time. So you're not the only person that talks about that.
Nah, man. Mad Mike talk about it all the time. About
shoot, Mad Falcon fans talk about it all the time.
Right. Yeah, Mad Mike show he can't stand Raheem.
Yeah.
I don't blame him because I said it was a bad hire, but they don't listen to me. But hey, it is what it is, bro. But 47 minutes in, if y'all got a question, we're gonna roll in about 5 minutes because we got to get some rest because we got both of us got big days tomorrow. So if y'all got a question, throw it on out there. Yeah, drop kick Raul style. I wish I had a video up there so I can show y'all what Ryder that spinning kick Ryu do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him and Ken, they got the same Akuma. They got that same kick with the fireball at the end. I kick him dead upside his head, man.
I'm gonna treat him like that crazy meme that I've been seeing, but they've been having.
Hey Dre, Tecmo Bowl, man. Tecmo Bowl. When they had like 4-5 plays and you just press up or down, left or right, and they pick your play, they just blitz. And they read the play. Yeah, that seemed like Tecmo Bowl.
Man, Ski just asked a question there, boy. I'm like, I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one. Yeah. Nah, his dad maybe, but him no. No. He a decent offensive guy, but I don't think he head coach material. Just keep it real with you. Yeah. Says a perfect mug shot. Hell no.
Man. Yes,
Christian says she
everybody loves him. Yep, getting the boot. Said Morris doesn't show no enthusiasm. Does he does he? I didn't like the hire myself. Said it was bad. If he does go on, who takes over for him? That's the biggest question.
Yeah, that's why you can't move on from him. And I keep seeing people say Mike McCarthy. Yeah. But when Mike McCarthy comes in, he's gonna want his own staff.
Yeah,
see, that's what people got to understand. When your front office is picking your staff for you, that's bad news. Because Raheem picked his staff, but I'm pretty sure it came with limitations. if Mike McCarthy comes in, he's probably gonna want full control like Belichick, want to be GM and all of that. And he's gonna not want y'all to, pick nothing or nobody. And that's why Bill is not here.
Mhm.
So, man, look, I'm
Or
telling you.
Harbaugh. Anybody like it,
Right.
or McDonald.
Right. That's probably why they didn't take the job. They probably wanted things a certain way, and the front office said no. So, yeah,
And
y'all
it's
talk
nothing
about it.
personal. It's just business, you know.
Yeah, it's just business at the end of the day, because that's how business is ran. B. John like gave up yesterday, Smitty. If you seen B. John face, I saw it on the TV last Sunday. Me and Chris talked about that too. If you look at B. John's ejection after that game, and then you look at Jesse Bates that press conference yesterday, yeah, they don't lost confidence. You got to remember, all those guys hang together, so I know they talk. So if they talk and all don't get in that same mindset, that's gonna be the whole team damn near.
And then you
The
got
key
guys
players,
similar
oh
agents
yeah,
and all that stuff like that too. They talk
exactly.
about those kind of negotiations too behind the scenes.
Kyle Pitts, AJ Terrell, Jesse Bates,
Jesse Bates.
and it's one more.
Mm,
The new guy, one of the younger guys got the same age as those guys. So
James Pierce, is it?
James Pierce, that's who it is. So when you look at that, man, those guys talk. And when your key players are dejected, like a Bijan, like a Jesse Bates, what else can you do?
Gosh, man, you might have to be forced into a move. That's what I don't want to get to the point to where you're backed in a corner to where it's like you're forced to make a move. Like,
Yeah, but we done been there before. We bad to a corner with Arthur Smith. Did
that's
they
all
make a move right off? Nope. They were bad to a corner with Dan Quinn. They waited 3 years.
backed
So,
into a corner all the way down with players and everything. So
yeah,
we
the
just
only
gotta
way the only way we got them matter in their decision, we stopped buying them damn tickets. That's the only way. Rob playing with the fans' emotion like Smokey.
heck
Smokey
nah.
a big worm on Friday. Hey man.
But
Oh boy.
Dre said, "Do y'all see my dog Kyle freaking Pitts, the unicorn, coming back next year though?"
Uh
Uh,
on franchise tag.
yep. That's why I can only think. I don't think he's gonna have a contract. I think it'll be a franchise tag. So with the franchise tag for him next year would have been about what, like 13 million? Is it
It's
13?
13. What is 12 this year? 12. No, it's what's
Would it
12
be?
this year? It's
I
10 or
think.
12 this year. So next year, if he comes back on the franchise tag, it might be 15 to 17.
Yeah. Okay. But so that's what I'm saying. Like it may be something like that. I'm not confident in him having a multi-year contract. I can say that.
Uh, let's see. Last one. How about Ken Dorsey as the offense quarter offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, or passing game coordinator? Chris talked about that a little bit. When that was the other day. We were talking about Josh Allen, how he turned it around.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Dorsey was a big part of that because he underachieved in the first 3 years of his career, and he struggled to make simple throws. But what Ken Dorsey did, he got then went back to the drawing board and saw what Josh Allen was good at. Josh Allen's good and running the football. He's good at throwing on the run. So he draw more plays for him to do bootlegs. And the thing about he had what he has now that he didn't have the first 3 years was a game breaking running back. And I told y'all James Cook was gonna be the difference. James Cook had 200 something yards last week. And he's only gonna get stronger as the season goes on. So now that he have everything, Josh Allen has everything in place. That's why Buffalo is succeeding. But Michael Penix has everything in place. He just don't have the right coach.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he need that same type of coaching.
It's tough, bro. But we got to try to figure it out. At the end of the day, we still have everything in front of us, regardless. 10 games left. And we have to run at least 7 of those guys. Man, it's gonna be tough, but it's not impossible. We just gotta go out there, execute, and it's legit. Got to be 1-0 each week.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell y'all before we get out of here, I'm gonna just say this. This guy gonna have something to say in a minute. Y'all know Roddy don't hold his tongue on nobody. Roddy White speak the truth. If Roddy White speak out, we know all hell finna break loose. Trust me. When he talk, they listen.
Mhm.
But Christian, man, you know what? Tell everybody where to find you, man.
Hey, A1 Forever Sports, that's the platform on YouTube. Please come over, like, comment, and subscribe. Man, it's nearly 11 o'clock tonight. Hope you guys have found your peace today because that positive energy always elevates. And hopefully it's going to elevate these Falcons this Sunday because we need a big win in Foxborough, a place that, Falcons just haven't had success. But hopefully we can turn that ship around when people least expect it, similar to how people were treating us with the Buffalo Bills. Also, the Hawks Digest, come and catch me over there as well. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks taking care of business, kicking the team while they're down with the Indiana Pacers and also going 1-0 now in the NBA Cup as those victories count toward the Cup and toward the regular season. So
Right.
Hawks are now back at 500 at 3-3. And still waiting on some news from Trae Young. His MRI actually happened today and not yesterday. So possibly we'll know some things about him moving forward in the future, hopefully by tomorrow. But A1 Forever on Twitter, A1 Forever on Instagram, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok. Shout out to the chat, man. Thank y'all for always tuning in, pulling up when you can. I already know, it's still Halloween, people spending time with the family, different things like that. But shout out to everybody who saw the live and was able to pull up and, come talk Falcons football with us.
Right. DG 55 year Drake London will be back.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, he likely gonna play this week. And you talking about finding your piece, Chris? I'm finna find me a piece of candy to eat on because it's Halloween. But y'all can also find me Smitty Sports Machine at Fatboy Slim _21 on Twitter because I'm always over there blowing it up like I always do. You can also catch me on Smitty Sports Machine because I'm always there. Catch me on TikTok, man. I don't put up many videos, but I'm always on there commenting and cracking jokes because that's what I do with that too. But look, Sunday's game, it's do or die, man. Keep it real with y'all. It's do or die, man. They lose this game, it's gonna be tough. Because as I told y'all, man, 5 losses could probably put you out of the playoff race because the NFC is tough this year. NFC East is tough. NFC North might have 3 teams in the playoffs. The NFC West got 2 strong teams. So when I talk to y'all about the Cardinals all the time, I put that as a trap game at the beginning of the year. So look, it's gonna be tough. But can we put it out? I don't know. We will see. But for Chris, your boy Smitty, we gonna roll on, man, because it's a big day tomorrow. But y'all enjoy y'all Saturday, man. Hope y'all have fun and enjoy the sunshine while y'all can. We gonna holler. Peace.
Peace.